Hi everyone, today we're going to be taking a quick look at this 2014 Subaru BRZ Limited in satin white pearl color. It's a 6-speed manual. I'm just going to do a quick walk around starting from the front, and once we're done with the exterior, we'll take a look inside. As you can see, this limited model is equipped with standard daytime running lights. They're LED. There are 2 LED strips on the bottom. Now this car is completely stock with an exception of the clear JDM corner lights and JDM exhaust tips. Here you can see the factory wheels and tires. These are standard 17-inch Subaru wheels. The limited trim also adds a small spoiler on the trunk that you see here. As I mentioned earlier, this car has JDM exhaust tips, and they are much larger than the factory ones. Alright, now that we're done with the exterior, let's take a look inside, shall we? The limited trim comes with these Alcantara and leather seats. It's a 6-speed manual. Here you can see the gauge cluster. You have your tachometer in the middle, with a digital speedometer and as well as the analog one. Here we have a standard Subaru navigation. It's a standard head unit, comes in all limited models. You have your audio controls on the left. Down here you have your HVAC controls, shifter, traction control, and you have your cup holder. Now the doors have leather trim as well. Down there you can see the speakers. The standard audio system is actually pretty good. It's not the worst that I've seen. It's not the best either, but it certainly sounds pretty good for a stock one. Now let's talk a little bit about the fuel consumption. This BRZ has about 4,700 miles on the odometer, and it's daily driven in New York City, and its average MPG is 23 in the city and 35 on the highway, which is surprisingly good considering the traffic out here. Those are pretty good numbers. It's at 22.5 right now, but it does go up to 23, 23.1, and it gets up to 35 on the highway. So those are solid numbers. You do have seats in the back, although this is essentially a 2-seater, and you could put someone back there, but not for a long period of time. For a short distance it could be okay, but for a longer drive it gets tiresome sitting back there. The rear seats do fold down. You could pull a tab from the trunk to fold down the seats, and you can essentially turn this car into a two-seater with some cargo space as well. Alright, so that's the interior, and let's pop the hood now. Now here we have a standard 2-liter flat-4 Subaru engine. It's a brand new engine. It was first introduced in this car in 2012. It's a non-turbo, makes 200 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque. Now some people say the car is underpowered, but I think it's actually very well balanced because the car is light, it's a rear-wheel drive, and this engine matches the chassis perfectly. You get to have some fun with the car, especially on the twisties, and the car actually feels quite light on its feet, to be honest. Alright, so there you have the engine. The car is running right now, as you can tell, and this is what it sounds like at idle. Now let's check out the exhaust. The exhaust is also really quiet. You can barely hear it. So it's hardly noticeable. But the car is running right now, and unless you rev it up, you can barely hear it. The Limited also comes with the keyless entry and a push button start. You have a start-stop button in this car. Alright, so there you have it. This was a 2014 Subaru BRZ in satin white pearl. And let's take a last look at it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.